time of year again when kids get free Skittles when you come to my house, so drop by. And, which means it's time for my friends to ask me the most retarded questions on the face of the earth. Starting with number 1, which is Ronnie Reddick versus Andy Six versus Oliver Sykes. Which one is the hottest? Well, let's see. All of them. Because Ronnie Reddick is just amazing. Andy Six is like amazingly sexy, and Oliver Sykes is just Oliver Sykes, which means exploding with sexiness. And then number 2 asks Alex Evans or Jonah Eric. Oh God, Jonas Eric. Whoops. Anyways, at least I got my mistake right. Jonas Eric. He's Swedish, and Swedish boys are sexy. All depends on which Swedish boys you're talking about. Number 3 comes from my friend Edgar. He is really political. He knows all the presidents in order, and he knows how long they were in and what year they were in. So this one is political, of course, because it's a politics question, and he dresses in suits and carries a suitcase around for his bag, so whatever. It asks, what form of government would you belong to of the following? The following consists of the communist, Nazi, anarchism, fascism, I think it's fascism, or fascism, something like that, socialist, Democrat, or Republican, or green. My answer would be, not green like this knife here with butter on it, but it would be anarchism. Why anarchism? Because you can go around breaking rules because there is no rules, and you can break into people's houses and steal stuff that you don't have that you want, and not get penalized for it. And basically it just takes a lot of other added opinions out of the world, like, oh, who are you going to vote for, what opinion, why you should vote for him, and it just takes a lot of that extra BS out of the life. Number 4 asks, why do you like Orochimaru when you're most like Sasuke? I don't know why people say I'm most like Sasuke. Most of the time I do my hair and it's all weird and cool and everything. But that's the only thing me and Sasuke really have in common is cool hair. One's not mine right now because it's not done. But I would choose Orochimaru as my favorite because he shapeshifts into a snake. And if you don't like shapeshifting into snakes, then what's wrong with you? And number 5 asks, why do you like Death Note over Fruit Basket and Naruto over Vampire Knight? The only reason I like Vampire... let me restart that. The only reason I like Death Note over Fruit Basket is because I never liked Fruit Basket. I never liked it. I just don't know why. I never liked it. I always liked Death Note because it has to do with, like, mysteries and crime and everything. And then it has Misa Misa. And then Naruto over Vampire Knight. Well, if you were alive during 09 and 10, then you would know that there's a lot of vampire stuff coming out, like Twilight, Daybreakers, Underworld, and, what's that other one? There's another one, but I'll think of it later. And you would be getting pretty sick of all the vampire stuff coming out. And you just wouldn't want to watch anything more about vampires. Because I know I'm sick of watching things about vampires. Unless it's Underworld. I can watch Underworld over and over again because Underworld is just awesome. And then, number 6 asks, what Pokemon character are you? And I haven't watched Pokemon in the longest time because starting in 2007, they've been starting to take all the good shows off air, like Dexter's Laboratory, Codename Kids Next Door, just all the good stuff like Hey Arnold, The Amanda Show, which went off way before that. But if you ever grew up in that era, you know what I'm talking about. Like, What Was Wrong with Invader Zim, or, like, all the good shows. Like, instead of iCarly, we had The Amanda Show, which was way much better, because I remember Penelope, she was, like, some kind of creeper stalker. Anyways, I'd be Vuplix, which I said that wrong, probably. The fox. Yes, the fox. The one that burns faces. I like burning faces. Number 7 asks, what is my favorite animal? My favorite animal, in my imaginary world, along with Destry Moore, which is on Destinate, which is my favorite YouTube channel, I don't care what you say, have to be the Bacon Hawk, and, well, no, I'm not going to rip off them, because ripping off that one totally fucking suck, and if you do it, I'll fucking bridge you bloody with a bag of Skittles. Don't worry, I have one. Or I could just be violent and come after you with this knife. But anyways, my favorite animal would have to be a zebra. Why a zebra? Well, because it reminds me of apples. I don't know why. These apples remind me of zebras. And then number 9 asks, number 8. Actually, how insane are you? I cannot tell you how many times a day I get this. My answer is I'm a mental case in many, many, many ways, but very healthy in few others. Why is that? Well, because if you know me, then you would know why. But anyways, because you don't, we're just going to go on. Number 9 asks, name all the places you've lived in, and what places you miss the most, and where you're originally from. Well, since I lived in Romania, Russia, Germany, Slovakia, London, Wales, Estonia, and the United States. Currently, I'm living in the United States, so. And the places I miss the most are Romania, Russia, Germany, Wales, and London. And where I'm originally from is Romania. Romania, like, Rara Vampires, Count Dracula. Kind of Romania. And, no, I'm not a vampire, so don't ask that question down there. And, the only reason I don't miss the United States is because I still live here, and I live in Florida, so doesn't really set a good example for, the United States. But anyways, last question. Question number 10. 10, right? Yeah, 10. Is what website do you spend the most time on? The website I spend the most time on, which would vary because there's a lot of unsocial networks and there's a social network. So I'm going to go with social networks since people seem to ask me this a lot. Which is Vampire Freaks. I go on Vampire Freaks 24 hours a day. If you ever want to ask me questions, you can totally just ask me at www.vampirefreaks.com/DestroyDemolish. I'm pretty sure it is. Or DestroyDemolish@vampirefreaks.com. Yeah, it's DestroyDemolish@vampirefreaks.com. Which I will be there to answer your most deepest, darkest questions that aren't weird and creeper-ish. So, yeah. I'll post those links for my Gaia, Facebook, Vampire Freaks, MySpace, etc. and my email all down in the description box, so be sure to check that out. And if you like my videos, then hit the subscribe button because, like, who wouldn't want to subscribe besides me? Because I wouldn't have subscribed to myself either. But hey, why not? You can make new friends. Alright. Bye.